Karma will bite you, Karen. There was a point in time, years ago, where I worked in a supermarket on one of the most flamboyant streets in our city. I will not go into details about what it was like working for this particular supermarket, but when 3 separate staff members were under so much stress that, well, they thought of doing something not so nice, you can imagine just how toxic it was. The fact that I managed to last 2.5 years was extraordinary. Anyway, I was pretty much the assistant store manager in everything but job title and pay rate. I had a store manager who was so lazy that I did most of his work for him. He also liked to clock out earlier than he should, just so he could beat the traffic to get home. Remember this fact for later. It was my day off, but I had to come in to do an emergency order. One of our freezer units had broken down, and I needed to reorder all the spoiled stock. I had done the order, and then decided to head up the road to a fast food establishment where the burgers are better. I was dressed in just a plain black polo shirt and black denim jeans, nothing special. The uniform for this fast food establishment was red shirt, black pants. I had placed my order, and sat down at a nearby table while I waited for them to prepare it. There were about 3 other people waiting for order, and about 3 people waiting in line to order. Then in walks Karen. She sees the line, and waits, very impatiently. After about a minute she spies me, and comes over to me. Karen, why are you not up there taking orders? Me, excuse me? Karen, why are you not taking orders? You shouldn't be sitting around like this. Me, I don't work here. Karen, bullshit. I see you here all the time. Now get up there and take my order. Me, but like I said, I do not work here. Karen, you are just being lazy. You just don't want to work. Me, I don't want to work. Karen, exactly. And with that attitude you will never be any more than a fast food employee. Me, look, this is my day off, and like I said, I do not work here. At that moment my order is ready, so I get up and grab my order. Karen follows right behind me. Karen, so now you are going to take even longer to take my order. This is ridiculous. Me, look, if you want to place an order, there is no line right now. Karen, I don't care if there is a line or not. I want you to do my order, or I will get you fired. Me, look, I told you I do not work here. I told you it is my day off. I told you there is no line. Now I am leaving with my food, to enjoy it somewhere away from a rude obnoxious person like you. Karen, how dare you call me obnoxious? Karen proceeds to grab my drink and tip it over me and the floor. The manager comes out and asks what is happening. I tell him my side of the story. Karen tells him her side of the story. The manager replaces my drink, gives me a large fries for free, and allows me to leave while he talks to Karen. I decide to go back down to work and use the staff room to eat my lunch. While there, I get a phone call from the store manager, SM. SM, hey OP, are you still in the city? Me, yes. Why? SM, well, I left early, and I am nearly home now. I just remembered that I had a job interview lined up for this afternoon. Me, and? SM, well, you have experience with job interviews. Can you do it for me? Me, okay. When is the interview? SM, she should be there in a couple of minutes. It is for a cashier role, so you know what to ask. Me, yeah, okay. I go to the front counter and tell the girls to send the person for the interview down to the store manager's office when she gets here. I finish up my lunch and wait. There is a knock on the door. The door opens, and it is Karen, here for a job interview. The first words out of her mouth were, I'm not going to get this job, am I? And I just shook my head.